It is 7 o'clock, and we're going to formally begin our planning commission meeting dated October 12th of 2022, and welcome everybody here. Still anybody online yet? Thanks for your interest in coming tonight. We'd like to excuse our other two planning commissioners, Brenda Nelson and Brad Elmer. Okay, let's move on to our first agenda item. Everybody get a chance to review our meeting minutes for August. Any questions or concerns? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve our minutes.
I'll make that motion to approve our minutes.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That was to approve our minutes as of August 10th, 2022. Okay, let's move on to agenda item number 3. And this is to grant final approval for the Hales Commercial Site Plan located at approximately 995 North, 375 East. Did you want to share with us any information or?
Sure, I'm happy to review the project if you need a reminder.
Would anybody like a review prior to our voting?
Yeah, the engineers memo has no conditions. So that's the unique situation.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right, so I'm totally good. Okay, well, let's, I think we're good based on all the preliminary research and the city's due diligence and our city engineer. Everything and the recommendations that have been made. I don't have any problem with that. And having said that, I'll entertain a motion to. I think we can forward this along, right? Any objections?
You actually are the zoning water commission.
Good. Kevin, you're right.
I'll make that motion for grant final approval for the Hales Commercial Site Plan located at approximately 995 North, 375 East, subject to compliance with the code and staff agency requirements.
Very good. Anybody want me to second?
I'll second that.
Very good. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, very good. All right, let's move on then to agenda item number 4. Grant final approval of Bailey X Business Condos Commercial Site Plan located at approximately 2340 North, Highway 89. And again, if there's no concerns, I thought everything you just said was marvelous. Great information.
We get a review on this coming in.
Would you like a review on this? So this commercial site plan the application was received in January 25th of 2022. It's located at approximately 2340 North Highway 89, and they have paid all of their fees. They're up to date with their fees. So this is already a commercially zoned property. The applicant has applied for business condos. And in the memo, the highlighted uses are retail sales, including establishments primarily engaged in the sale of rental and common use goods. There's also a few conditions that have been met. There's one outstanding issue that the city is aware of, but it is not a condition to meet the condition for the city. It's actually Bonavist's available water service. They had a conflict in how close the water line proximity was, which is outside the state code. They have applied for a variance, and so any motion to approve would be subject to that condition.
And that's in the engineer's memo.
That is
just mention that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we go.
Is that possible to hold them up forever, or get something we anticipate they get?
We are anticipating that they're going to get that approval, but we did make it subject to that, so if that approval does not come through, then we will not hold a reconstruction. We won't be able to move forward on the project.
We'll resolve that issue before on the pre-con. We'll have that resolved. We're hoping to have that in the next 10 days or so. We're just waiting for the state.
Does that have to make it all out there?
Or just have it or no. Just make it up.
Probably.
Yes, right.
So, that federal motion will be subject to the engineer's memo dated October.
We don't want to say where they are.
That needs to be.
Everyone move this along. All right. Let's entertain, let's discuss a motion for approving this and passing this along. So, Kevin, you want to?
I'll make that motion. To grant final approval for Bailey X Business Condos Commercial Site Plan located at approximately 2340 North Highway 89, subject to compliance with Harrisville Municipal Code. An engineer memo dated October 6th. And all other staff or agency requirements.
Second. Second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. We look forward to your projects. Okay, let's move on to agenda item number 5 then, which is turn some time over to Jenny to talk about our ethical behavior pledge.
Thank you, Chair. So you have before you an ethical behavior pledge. This is a optional but highly suggested pledge to ensure it keeps us following points with the state auditor process in all of our elected officials and community officials and staff sign the ethical behavior pledge, just so additional points for compliance with the state auditor's office. It doesn't need to be notarized, so please sign here in the presence of that we are ourselves, so it can be.
So. There.
Hey, have a good evening.
Thanks, Commission. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
With the dimensions, say, conflict of interest or what sorts of conflicts might disclose on.
So anything that you would get a monetary gain, that's considered a conflict of interest. You disclose that if there's some benefit that you're receiving through any type of action that you take in your
City, so.
So if you were to receive any type of monetary gain, and you are only obligated to disclose that, then it would be up to the other commissioners whether they determine that that was a true conflict or whether you needed to recuse yourself or vote.
So you still vote on
So
it.
you can, if the commissioners are okay with that.
Okay.
But if they were, if there was any kind of a question on that, you would be asked to recuse yourself from the vote.
Mainly this is we're covering before the commission, like family or businesses we work with, their friends and things like that.
For example, if you were to gain something monetarily or through a development,
Okay.
then you would need to disclose that.
I'm happy with that. Happy to be well.
I actually be able to black term, but no orange.
Here.
As long as you're signing it,
Good, that's one. Okay.
as long as you're signing it in front of us.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see.
Bill and I was both signed as well.
Outside of that, I'm happy to answer any questions that the commission may have for staff. We don't have any other follow-up at this time.
So what's? Go ahead.
Outside of the golf course, we have any developments to be major roadblocks at the moment?
I was looking at the, like, the copperwood, I was just sitting there.
Justin actually has a follow-up on the comment. I'll let him.
That would be awesome.
So, yeah, we kind of hit a stagnation at Copperwoods. I reached out to the developer and actually met him on site last week. It's kind of a two-pronged thing that's caused him to delay. First of all, it was Dominion Energy and Rocky Mountain Power not being able to get in there and get their gas and power lines in. And then secondly was also, he's got quite a few other developments in a neighboring city. That's kind of took a lot of his focus and time. So they are moving forward slowly, wish they would pick up their Rocky Mountain Power and Dominion faster. This last week, we got asphalt down at Montgomery Farms. They're getting ready to do raise all the manholes and put the concrete colors. So we have a drivable subdivision. By the end of this week, you'll start seeing stakes and streams up for the roadway here at Ashland Cove, which is just right across the highway. And by next week, they'll be putting curb gutter in. I'm cautiously optimistic that they'll hold off on asphalt this spring. Just to give that ground any more time to settle and do all the, and we're not playing with asphalt temperatures. We're getting to that very picky, finicky time of year that if the ambient temperature outside is above 50 degrees for at least 3 hours, I don't think to let anybody breathe. Just for the better end result. We are still working through a few little irrigation issues at Warren Hollow. Hopefully that will soon be taken care of, and that's the Lowe's Lane project. And then,
Well, that's really looking nice.
yeah,
I can't believe how fast that's going.
I know.
Insane. Someone should have been-
Yeah.
there's a couple houses that they're ready.
We have two that are ready for CFOs. They did their first fails because they didn't have their step. Okay. So as soon as they get that, I'll do those. And then we have at least one more that's almost ready for it, and that's half of the subdivision in your development.
So that's moving forward, and then a lot of new things about ready to go. We're actually seeing more of an uptick right now, as we just see tonight in our commercial developments. So across our figures, we're starting to pick up commercial, even if the housing kind of drops off a little bit. Hopefully the commercial and the tax base can rise because of that.
Yeah, I know. Good.
I guess there's one other question. Do we get copies of these?
Absolutely.
Very good. Well, if there's no other questions or concerns or issues that we have to address, let's go ahead and formally adjourn this meeting. All right. Thank you all. Thanks for the update.